All right, let's blow up some robots. All right. Oh, I should let my buddy know that we're gonna keep going. All right, welcome back to the shenanigans. Today we are playing with my buddy Sherry Zod, who is not going to be in chat with me, which is fine. I don't know why, but that's none of our business. So, today we are diving into Helldivers, and the mission, the personal order, was to extract with 5 rares, and I could have totally done that on my own. I didn't fail a couple times to do that, but you know, it helped to have a buddy this time. And you know what? This time we are going to have a specific topic to talk about, by which I mean my wife requested that I talk about this because she wants an outside opinion. So we're gonna get to the mission.
Greetings, Helldiver.
I can't,
The Galactic
Sherry. I can't. Oh. Betrayal.
Mission coordinates.
She went in for the handshake and then pulled it away at the last second. It's a special emote, but you know, it still hurts just as much. Alright, so where are we going? We are going to
Here?
do we want to go there? Oh, that's a good point. Alright. No one's in yet, I think, so we're not going to talk about the thingy yet, but I have something to talk about when people are here. Do we want to do this one? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Lumi! Lumi, how are you, my sweet friend? I miss you. Oh! Oh no. Shoot. Wait, no, that... Dang it. I didn't press the done button. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, you got me, Lumi. You got me. I love you for that. Thank you, buddy. I did everything right. I got it all set. I just didn't hit that done button to submit the changes. You know what? We'll call this Pokemon. The latest generation of Pokemon looks very different. Blown up robots that just want to live their life. Oop. Come on. Is this where? Yeah, I think it is. So, And Lumi, if you are here for the for at least a half hour, which you might not, I don't know what your work schedule is like. No problem, Sherry. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for lurking and making my stream look more impressive than it is. I appreciate that, buddy. I really do. I'm joking, but like I do appreciate it.
Dropping a pin.
Maybe we go there.
200 meters.
Game volume's a little hard to hear. Oh, okay, let me... I think that's the game volume. Is that better, Lumi? Please confirm. Do. Going this way. Going this way, because why not? Yeah, let's go this way. Ooh. She is lining up her shot. Is that someone? Is that? Move closer. Okay. Oh, yep, that is someone. Okay. Nice, thank you, Sherry. we're gonna make the volume even lower because I'm assuming you haven't responded to my question because you still couldn't hear me, Lumi. So let me know if this sounds better. Checking my mic to make sure my mic is where I like to keep it. And it feels like my facial hair is tickling the mic, so I think it is where I usually like to keep it. All right. I love blowing up the drop ships, even if it doesn't help. I love making them go boom. Oh shoot, there's a second one. That's bad news bears. We've got bears now. And they're the bad news bears. Okay, why is there a third? No, that's overkill. That's but I do like overkill, so I can't judge them for that. Oh shoot, I wonder if that that was great, Sherry. Thank you. Ooh, a rare. Oh, good job. All right. Lumi, I hope your day is going well. I hope the 7 days a week, 9 to 5, is not murdering you as much as I am worried that it is. All right. All right. Let's see. My mic. I mean, my mic is maxed out, so I hope I sound okay. Because I have tea, scalding tea, at the request of my wife, and specifically, she wants a secondary opinion, a tertiary opinion, an outside opinion. Uh, like because she's got inside opinions. She's got the inside. It's better. I'm also playing WoW with. Oh, okay, good, good to know. Thank you, Lumi. Good luck with the WoW. You wow me every day, Lumi. And also, I hope your job is being nice. And if it's not, I will find them, and I will do my best. I will mess up my hair. I have noticed that I can mess up my hair in a way that makes me look like a creepy dude. And I will just find your manager and I'll just stare at them with my hair like that. And the only thing I will say is, be nice. And I'll make them rethink about all their life decisions. I'll do that for them. Alright, the mission. Okay, let's see if we can blow this up. Yeah, alright. Now, like I said before, Sherry is a good friend, and she is not going to be I did not need to reload that soon. She is not going to be joining us in the voice chat. She did not specify why, and it is none of my business. Oh, all right. Blow it up, 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 blow it up. Yeah! All right. Now then, we are going. Do you. These dudes need to. Oh, that was the residual jet engines. Okay. I thought they somehow called in a second one, and I was going to be miffed about that. Ooh, what's that? All right. So, we don't really have much of a mission at the moment. The personal mission was to get the rare samples, but we did that. So, we are just going to chill and blow up some robots until Sherry needs to go. Because I'll be honest, I just wanted to do my dailies and be done. But then Sherry was here, and I was like, well, I can't not play with her. That's illegal. So, and rude, yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am the best shot in the world, but this game won't let me prove it. Um, this terrible lie brought to you by AIM Labs. Make your lies a reality. The hell bomb's armed. We're diving. We're diving, and I should have timed that dive better. It would have been more cinematic. But let's see the boom, and yes. All right, let's go. I think there was a point of. Oh wait, we gotta. Is that? I can't tell if that is. Oh, it's a detector tower. Oh, detector tower. All right. Ooh, good. Looking out, Sherry. I didn't even notice them. Ooh, wait, is that a? Oh, stratagem jammer. All right, we're doing the jammer first. Oh wait. Well, if Sherry's going in, I'm not leaving her behind. So, all right. Okay, so blowing that up, what did it do? That's a very good question. You may think, did you blow that up for nothing? So anyway, we're gonna go in here and look. I may have blown it up for nothing. Was that? But of course, the real question is, was my intention to blow it up for nothing? And no, of course not. I am not going to risk. Oh, geez, I am, however, going to risk. That was practice. All right, let's keep going. All right, now listen. Did I blow that up for nothing? No. I did, however, hope that it would have blown up at least one other enemy. Any enemy. Anything, really. Um, I was hoping, but it didn't work out. Oh, right. She has to leave the area to bring me back in because of the jammer. Oh, the jammer. Okay. I would really like. Listen, Seraph, welcome in. But listen, we we do the best we can, and that was my first death of this mission. Ignore that we haven't been playing this mission for very long. That was the first one, and we're going up against a stratagem jammer, so that's gonna make this. Oh, geez. Okay. All right. See, I'm not the only one dying. Oops. Oh, jeez. But they are being rude. Oh, and Sherry had the rare samples. I need those. I need so many of them. I don't understand how everyone has a bajillion of them and I've got like 10. I genuinely don't understand how this is happening. How is it that commons, literally referred to as commons, are the ones that people are having trouble finding? Meanwhile, I have hundreds of them, and uh, that is a fair point that you are making, my dear. Somehow I feel like there's more to it than that, but I'm gonna go with that. I took them all, and that's my bad, everyone. My wife said I took them all, and she's right like 99.9% of the time. There is that one smidgen of time where she's not right, and usually that situation is a fluke. So we're just. Oh, jeez, I am not. No, Sherry, I am sorry. I am being the weak link in this situation. Um, She knows I can. The most embarrassing thing is we were just playing together in a previous mission. She knows I can do better than this. That's what makes this more embarrassing. And especially because every time I die and she wants me to come back, because of course she wants me to come back. We're friends and also she doesn't want to die alone. And every time I die, she has to run all the way out here away from the stratagem jammer so she can call down help. Oh, she's out of rounds. Oh, Sherry. Oh, buddy, come on. You got this. Not the crotch. The crotch isn't doing it. Ooh. Oh yeah, good call with that. Good job, Sherry. You lived. All right. Two deaths. They've both been me coincidentally. But we got this. Oh my goodness, Sherry, you're a good shot. All right. It's a wild coincidence. My wife fully believes in me. There might be a reason why Sherry has not dropped me back in. Maybe she's still trying to find a safe spot to get me. Maybe she's re-strategizing. What? No, she can't hear me right now. Um, so, well, anyway, Seraph, I hope you're having a good night so far. Um, oh, good. She does want me to still game with her. All right. I feel good. My self-esteem is peaked once again. Ah, can I? Nope. I am just running on the bare minimum. So, you see, you see this? You see this there? That's all me. Good call, Sherry. I love you. Thank you for giving me your spare weapon. That was that was a good call and a better for us to sneak up on them rather than the nonsense I've been doing. Okay. All right, we got it this time. This is the one. I've died twice, therefore that I've died 3 times according to the count. All right. All right. Where are you? Where are you, you jerk? There we go. That's 1. No, stop moving. Stop moving. I'm not a good shot when you're moving. All right, that works. Oh, there's a tree in the way. That didn't count. All right. Is my son making fun of me? I can't hear. No. Seraph, no. Seraph, have you tried turning it off and on again? I don't know much about cars. I don't know if that's going to fix your dead battery. I'm sorry. Probably not. But that does suck. It's always the good news is when it comes to car fixes, a dead battery is like the easiest thing to get fixed. It's just expensive, especially if you have something that is at least partially electric, like a hybrid, and especially if it is. Oh, you're such a good shot, Sherry. Make me look bad, and I am all for that. Oh, jeez. Can these dudes stop? Uh, There we go. All right. My stuff. All right. Oh boy. jeez. There's something behind me, isn't there? There. The imp. Whoa. What? How? Bye? Okay. Just send me halfway across the map. You got this, Sherry. You got this. I believe in you. I believe in you so hard. You got this. I think you passed it, though, Sherry. Go back. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, 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 get it. Get it. Yeah! Sherry is a hero. She gets the job done. Which, good. Someone on this team has to. All right. Oh my goodness, Sherry. That was hot. That was great. All right. Oh jeez. Nope. Nope. Oop. 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 Oh jeez. Blow it up. Blow it up. Blow it up. Blow it up. Yes! I have no idea how much benefit that gave us, but you know what? I am so glad we did it. All right. Where are we going? What are we doing, Sherry? Because the thing you marked is behind us. Are we going this way? Do you know where? What's the plan, Sherry? Sherry, baby. Sorry. Okay. Are we just being safe and taking the long way around? I think that's what we're doing. You know what? That's so smart. Because if it were me, I would have gone the direct route and probably gotten us killed again. See, this is why you haven't died this round yet. I have a smart partner. Alright. What's this? Sickle. Oh, did you die? Oh yeah, you did die once. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Yeah. Get the big boom. Not the biggest boom, but a big one. Alright, let's deal with that POS. Oh, did you have the same idea as me? You did. That's fantastic. You know what? I'm also going to do it. Unnecessary? Yes, but that's what makes it so good. Oh, look at that. That's so nice. Uh-oh. Okay, now Mr. Laser is getting a bit dangerous. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, we're good. We're good. Is there anything here? Oh. Okay, calm down, dude. It's one common sample. We don't... What we got? What are we doing? Oh, okay. Let's see. Do I need any here? No. Do I need a... Nope. Alright. That's all I need. Alright. Let's head over here. What did you mark for us? That is... that? Alright. happening? Oh, oh. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him. My inspiration for streaming advised me that I should basically just always be yapping, and I do try to do that. The problem is that the thing I'm ready to yap about needs to wait for small ears to leave. It's just not appropriate for them, and I will explain. It'll become evident when we start. What is that? Oh, I should leave. Yeah, that was a good. Oh, jeez. All right. Where is it? Where is it? What is it? What are you doing, buddy? Oh, hi. Good night, buddy. I love you. Go to sleep nicely, okay? My son lost 2 teeth today. For good reasons. He didn't get in a fight or anything. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Dying. That's what I'm doing. So he's going to get a visit from the Tooth Fairy. And he is hyped about it. Which is fair. It's free money. And he just spent all of his allowance today on books at the book fair. Which sounds like a lot, but he didn't actually have that much allowance left. Because he spent it on other things. Oh my goodness. What is this? Jump pack? We don't need a jump pack. Where are we going? Alright. We can go that way. Let's see. Oh, I do not have a late. Oh. Let's do that. Okay, now I'm going to see if I can laser cannon from here. Oh. And I can't. Alright. Too much in the way. Good night, buddy. I love you.
I hope you win that.
I hope so too. That would be. Oh no, there's bad things right behind me. Oh, and it's surrounding me. Oh no. Oh dear. This is bad. This is bad. I'm going to end up dying, aren't I? Not today. Oh. Sometimes I feel bad for them because I understand it's the AI glitching out or whatever, but sometimes they're just like standing there like I was just now, and it's like they're clearly being chill. Why do I need to blow them up? And sometimes, like the chargers, they just like act like cows, and I don't like blowing up cows. So like I don't know, it just feels bad to kill them sometimes. But you do it anyway because that's what a patriotic person does. You follow orders even if they feel bad. That's life, kids. Always follow orders even when you know better. No one clip that, please. I don't I don't need that to be the lesson that people learn from me. All right, are we ready? Are we ready to do this now? Is there really nothing? Man, this was a big load of target practice, huh? Alright. Ooh. Alright, one common. Made dying once worth it. Come on. Oh my goodness. Like, can you stop embarrassing me? Me? Alright. Be good, be good, be good. Yes! Final. Oh, at least that one went down. Just like, nope, we're not going to say it because my kids are still here. Also, I'm trying to not be so overt on my streams. I'll be unhinged, just not that way. Where are you? Last reload. Oh boy. Ugh, boy. Alright. Okay. Alright. Given Sherry replacement bag or backpack. Shouldn't need a bag. Alright. E3 right there. Not quite there, but it took it, so who cares? Alright. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. Come on, where is it? There it is. Oh, just missed it. Oh. I need to play this game more. Clearly, I'm already playing it. I need to play it more so that I can be competent. Wait, how close is that airstrike? Oh, not too close. I may also need to take apart this mouse because it doesn't seem like the buttons are as responsive as I would expect them to be. So, yeah, when I click it. I only have the two buttons on this mouse, so they both click. Where is... Okay, so we've got another dropship coming in. As soon as I see it... There we go, there we go. Right there, right there, right there. Yes. Oh, no, that's on top. I lived. Nice. Oh, that's a grenade. Not a friendly grenade. Well, none of them are friendly. Hey, no, come on. Okay, revenge shot. And I miss. That was some very bad revenge. Okay, there we go. Orbital. Mr. Laser will do my revenge for me. I love Mr. Laser. Mr. Laser is my best friend. No, stop sending more. That's not... No, no! That is not correct. That was not my fault. Don't say killed by me. How would I have killed me? That is rude and incorrect. May have been correct. I don't know. My gun isn't exactly the safest weapon to keep about, but you know. All right. Oh, jeez, don't do this. All right, come on, come on. Oh, that is not enough. I mean, I plan on starting the stories from the beginning. You can just remind me of the things that happened. All right, my children are officially in bed. And you know what that means, people that are here? It means you get some tea. This is McDonald's is knowingly boiling their water too hot and giving things way too hot to the customer. Scalding tea. All right. This is an old woman just wanted some help and they responded by giving her coupons for more food. Scalding hot tea. It is very graphic, which is the best opening for what we're about to talk about. We are going to talk about my in laws, specifically my father in law and my mother in law, and that is going to be the first and last time you will hear me refer to them as such, because I don't like referring to them like that. First of all, it's weird. I only have one mother and father, and it's certainly not the adults that my parents remarried into. No, it's just the one woman and the one dude. Yes, exactly. So, plus, I don't like my in laws very much for reasons that I will make evident in a minute. Um, this ranting is not going to be good because I'm going to be very distracted trying to tell these stories and be a good partner with Sherry here. Anyway, the other reason too is like referring to someone like that is just like I don't know, it's too familial to me. And like it's what? It's, yeah, it's bulky words. And it's weird to refer to them as a Phil and a Mill. So, all right, fair enough. We can be weird. Phil and Mill. All right, so we're talking about my Phil and Mill, and specifically, Sherry. Are we actually? No, we're not. Okay. Well, their attitudes about everything is dumb, so it's appropriate that you would find this to be dumb. Um, Now, starting from the beginning. So, I met this smoking hottie in college that, spoiler alert, became my wife. Um, and she had invited me to meet her parents at some point. And blow it up, blow it up, blow it up. There we go. And so one day, oh no, I'm going to assume that was not my fault. Um, and if it was, Sherry, I'm sorry. But I'm trying to tell a story here, so. Oh, yeah, I deserve, oh, geez. Nope, this was definitely not my fault. It was the, so anyway, yes, T. Lumi. So, how it all began. This was, we are still in college. We are driving to her sister's house. It was for Christmas, right? I believe it was Christmas, because there was still snow on the ground, and um, the so it was hours away, and my wife, at the time girlfriend, did not take care of her car very well. It wasn't. Sorry. She is blaming her parents for the fact that she never got an oil change for it, despite that she knew she was supposed to. Your brother did that? Really? Because it seized up while we were driving it. I thought you. I okay. Listen, okay, I'm getting a different story than what I remember because I could have sworn that during that time previously we had known like we need to and we just didn't.
Well, I had brought it up, and no one said, "Oh, I already did that,"
Okay.
so I did it.
All right, so I'm going to trust her on this because I don't like her brother. So this is just an opportunity to dunk on him a little bit more. So what had happened is her brother had used her car previously, and because it's not actually hers, it's actually her parents' car, but she was using it for collegey reasons. Um, and her brother had said, they knew that it needed an oil change. Her brother said that he got the oil change for it, so didn't she didn't do it. Um, so he lied, and the engine ended up seizing up. We were just about halfway to our destination, our multi-hour trip, and the engine seized up. Like it had been so long, hence the he's a liar, that the remaining oil had burned up enough that the engine block seized into a solid block of metal. This is the kind of situation where to fix it is to replace the engine. And it was an old car. That was not going to happen. So we basically abandoned the car there. Her father came to pick us up. Um, and so he was weird about a lot of things, and I didn't really notice it. I didn't notice a lot of the weirdness happening at the time. But so what was happening is I'm in the back seat, my wife is up front, and she and her dad are talking, and I'm like, I got a new CD to listen to. Orchestral versions of Zelda songs that I got from a Nintendo Power magazine. It was sweet. And oh, I need to reload. And I had headphones. And every now and then her dad would try to talk to me and I didn't realize it cuz I was just vibing to music. And he kept doing that even after she told him, "Oh, he's listening to music," cuz I wanted to let them talk. I don't know this man. What am I going to do? Hey, how was your day? I just,
Also, I do not see them that frequently.
and she didn't see them that frequently, and they were on better terms at the time because, the ignorance of childhood and well, the ignorance of childhood carried on to now despite that you were a college student. And so they're chatting, they're 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 enjoying their time together, and I'm like, I'm gonna let this happen because why wouldn't I? Did am I gonna monopolize this man's time? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I know you want to talk to your daughter that you haven't seen for a while, but I'm here now. You're welcome. In the words of Travis McElroy, thank God for me. Oh wait, that was not just no. Travis McElroy says thank Travis for Travis. It is some other woman who says thank God for me, and I forget what her name is, but she's amazing. Yes. Now we get to the house. It's late because not only did we have to wait until after classes, not only was it a multi-hour trip, not only did we only make it halfway, but then dad the Phil had to come get us. So it was like an hour and a half or something, 1 to 2 hours to come get us, and then 1 to 2 hours to bring us to where we needed to go, which is to the sister's house. It's late. We both want to sleep. For some reason, the sister wants to show us some weird video that apparently they all like. Something Greg, weird Greg, old Greg, which you know what? Don't care much for Greg. Greg is not my cup of weird. Um, Nothing against Greg, besides that I have some gripes about his brand of weirdness. But whatever. So, old Greg. Also, yes, you make a very good point. Post unnecessarily long road trip, not the time for old Greg. It's really not the time. You know what time it is? Bedtime. That's why they call it bedtime, because it's time for bed. But I had to wait. I couldn't say, I'm just going to head to bed. Because I didn't think of that. Because I was tired. Because it's been roughly 6 hours since we started out on this trip, and it was supposed to take closer to 3. Eventually, she decides, okay, let's get you in bed. They show us to our beds. We go to sleep. Old Greg's going to come up later, by the way. Is it a classic Loomy? It might just be weird. It was, well, true. The introduction, my introduction to the family was not fantastic. Not an excuse, just a thing that happened. It colored it. It shouldn't have colored it, but it did for some reason. And we go to bed. Next day, they're doing family games. Things like the telephone telephone Pictionary, which I didn't want to join in because I'm very insecure about my drawing. So, like, whatever. And there were other games as well that I was sitting there. And by the way, to give some context, my wife is one of 9 children. I am one of 2 children. And of those 2 children, we both usually stayed in our rooms. So I was basically an only child. And on top of that, I am just usually accustomed to being by myself. And so what I then get introduced to is over a dozen, because it's not just siblings, it's parents and a couple spouses and a couple of their children. Oh my goodness, the noise. The sheer celebratory noise of them all being together for the first time in a while. Because it was the whole family. It was loud. It was something that I was not accustomed to. I was not prepared for that. Because even though my wife had pointed out ahead of time that she has a lot of siblings, all of which weren't even there. I believe her oldest brother was not there at the time. But despite that, you don't really appreciate it until you're actually there. And by appreciate, I mean horrified by it. Because keep in mind, I still am, but I was significantly more introverted then than I am now. And so I did what I always do in a situation like that. I find a corner and I stay in the happy corner where no one can bother you and where you don't have to, you have no obligations to anything. So I just kept to myself for the most part until my wife came back, in which case I could keep to myself with her. And yes.
It confuses me that knowing how introverted I am, they would not expect me to also find someone introverted. Like, they didn't expect you to be similar to me at all. I don't understand what they expected.
I don't know what they expected either. I don't know why. That's a good point. My wife was saying is that she's surprised that despite how introverted she also was, that they were somehow surprised that I was also introverted, and we're just not sure how they didn't connect that perhaps there might be another person who is also introverted. So, am I stuck in the tree? Okay. So, there's that. The other thing as well is by this point, when we slept in the same bed, to which I had no idea was a problem. We didn't have sex. We weren't even making out, as far as they were aware. Yeah, we weren't. We didn't like. We didn't do anything except sleep. That's the best part of sleep. You just don't do anything. It's so easy. But for some reason, that was unacceptable. So when they discovered that that's what we did, and it had never occurred to me that laying in the same bed together would have been unacceptable. Um, because why would that be unacceptable? All I did, like, I am fully incapable. Fun fact, chat. I am fully incapable of doing anything while I am unconscious. I don't know about anyone else. That's just a little quirky quirk of me that I am disabled when I sleep. So apparently sometimes I talk. Um, but that's it. But it was unacceptable that I snuggled with my then girlfriend. There were words as a result of me snuggling. Oh yeah, that is a common theme of everything that is going to happen. No words, positive or negative, were ever said to me. Keep that in mind for everything that I say. It was all directed at her. So they gave her words about the inappropriateness of snuggling with me. It was disrespectful that I did this in her house. The snuggling in bed. Oh. Oh. The kids could have come in and seen me holding her with my shirt off. Actually, I might have even been keeping my clothes. I may have kept my clothes on during that time. I'm not positive. I normally sleep with only my underwear on, so it is. But it was cold, so maybe it stayed on. I don't know. Um, but the real crime that it wasn't at my house. You know what, Lumi? Regardless of the ulterior meaning behind your statement, yes. At least you would have been like, yeah, it's fine. Like, of course. Are you going to do anything? No, you're just going to sleep in the bed for sleeping? Sure. Yes, you can be in the same bed. Like, I have full faith that you would have been a bit more reasonable about this, even if we were your children. And it was her sister that did it. It wasn't even the parents. Oh, I see. So the parents had apparently talked to her sister and then had the sister do the whole like had did the scolding. They needed to get her older sister in to do the parental scolding for some reason. Oh, darn it. It's still ridiculous either way. Anyway, so already I have that. Side note on all this, they know that I'm not a Christian, which big no for them. That basically I was the devil. And which, by the way, the fact that I was basically, quote unquote, the devil is what my wife used as the title of a paper she wrote for one of her classes that she got an A on. What was the titling? It was like, oh, no, Dad, I'm not gay, just dating the damned. And she got an A on that paper. And a candy bar for the title. Because the professor liked it so much. So I don't remember what the paper was about. That title is really the thing I'm most interested in, to be perfectly honest. I am. Cognitive dissonance? Alright. Um,
Maybe one of them. I think I had to complete
three theories of something or other.
communication theories.
Yeah. Communications, right.
Those rhetorical. It was a rhetorical theory.
Anyway, so yeah,
I wrote that paper like 2 years ago.
they already didn't like me,
They had not met.
and they hadn't met me yet. This is the only thing they know about me is I am not a Christian and I am dating their daughter, their collective daughter. Um,
Taking advantage of me.
taking advantage of her with the cuddles, the clothed cuddles, and
You had that necklace with the dragon on it.
and I had a necklace with a dragon on it that was a gift from my friend slash roommate,
And my nephew really liked it, and my mom was very horrified.
and my now nephew liked it, which was clearly that shows how much of a bad influence I am on children. I had a dragon necklace. He was 4. You can't have dragons around 4-year-olds. What's the matter with me? Did I know he was 4? No. Would I have done it anyway? Yes. Yeah, it was cool.
And that's what I thought.
That's why that is probably the reason why my wife's name for me in her phone for so long was Dragon Boy.
It's still on there.
It's still on there as Dragon Boy. I am the Dragon Boy.
It also says Mark. But it says Mark.
Oh, it also says my name, but yeah. Um, but
That's because Christy's kids called you Dragon Boy because of that same necklace.
oh, all right. But anyway, so they already don't like me, and it gets worse. So they then, at one point, because my Phil is a pastor, formal pastor, former. He used to be the dude that says the things, for better or for worse, and in my opinion, for worse. And oh shoot, we need to do 2 more. So I hope that goes in time. There we go. Um, getting very. Oh, geez, that's a lot of murder things. Sorry, hang on. There we go. Thank you, Sherry. You know what I want to do. All right. So they don't like me. I'm not a Christian. Blah blah blah. And there's what? Yeah, they started at no point. See, they were very Christian about this. They went into it fully set on not liking me. Very Christian, very modern Christian rather. Doesn't no other factors matter. So they decided we don't like Mark. Um, he shouldn't be with our daughter. And they do it. We're there on Sunday. They do a ceremony. No, a sermon thing, not a ceremony. Mini home church, which is not uncommon with this family, at the time at least. And they, I mean, like I sit in. I'm not a Christian, but I will go through the book and try to learn things. Um, there was No, I'll get to that later. But so we're doing the thing. I'm following along. I'm doing everything they're saying. I'm being a churchgoer for the first time in years. And it was just sit and listen. Um, and on the way home, my wife opens up about all the things they've been saying, basically ragging on her and berating her and all these things, saying nasty things because I am there, because she has shared a bed with me, a clothed bed, the fact that I am there and she cried for those hours home.
It was fun. A fun trip.
And I was fuming the entire time. Not the best time for that, Tony. Thank you, but I am just talking about how my in-laws basically berated my wife to tears when they first met me. But thank you, sexy. Welcome in.
Because what a disappointment to not talk to them.
Yes, basically they found her to be quite the disappointment that she had left God and all that simply because I existed and she liked how my butt looked.
I didn't tell them that.
They didn't know about that part. I'm adding that in because it makes me happy. But you know,
It is true.
it's true.
They're not really related.
They just didn't know that part. Anyway, so they are just being awful. I'm fuming. Blah blah blah. And this is not my only interaction with them. And keep in mind, at no point did they talk to me about any of this. Everything I ever heard about what I should or should not do, all of these things, was through other people, specifically through my wife. It's all the things that I did right or wrong. Wrong. There was never a right. Everything I did wrong, my wife would inform me. Would inform me after the fact that she got in trouble because of something that I did. Which, by the way, one of the things they were not happy with me about was the fact that I did not ask their permission to date her.
Which is not a thing they have requested of anyone.
Which is apparently not a thing they have ever requested of anyone. And even if they had, I'll be fully honest. If I had known that was a condition for an amicable relationship with them, I would not have asked her out.
Good thing I asked you about.
Yeah, good thing I didn't know. Good thing she asked me out. I just did not know that was the thing. It worked out.
In fairness, I also did not know that was a thing.
And she also did not know that was a thing. She also found out afterwards that that is a thing for some reason.
For me.
For only her, apparently.
Only you.
Only for me. Oh, I should have asked permission. So
Extra permission needed.
there were other okay. Oh, also found out one of the other things. One of the so after all of this, everyone, with the exception of her youngest sisters, were who were pretty young at the time. Um, they had neutral opinions. Everyone else had negative opinions about me.
Well,
And
my youngest sister said you needed a haircut. That was
oh,
her only pushback.
her youngest sister at the time, I don't remember how old she was at the time,
Was
but she was of the opinion that really the only thing that was wrong with me was the fact that I needed a haircut, which I did. I at the time was a very broke college student, more broke than I realized I was. And so I had come up with the neat life hack of if you just let it grow to the point where you can tie it in a ponytail, you don't need to cut it anymore because then it's managed. It's in the ponytail thingy. There you go. But it didn't work for me, according to her youngest sister. But besides that, I was okay. Oh, she was 12 at the time. Okay, so this 12-year-old
girls are opinionated.
was fine. She was fine with me, except for the hair. But that's it. But one other thing that they were ragging on to my wife about was the fact that apparently I could not wait until church was over to go smoke. They did not care for that. They were very upset about that. that I just could not wait. I needed to get up in the middle of church in order to go smoke. This is the same brother who, just for the record, this is the same brother who lied about the oil change thing. I'm going to let that sit for a bit because, spoiler alert, he lied again. Did I get up to go smoke?
Nope.
I don't smoke. I have smoked once in my life and it doesn't count. I was a child who had wandered away from mom and found an unlit cigarette on the floor, and I put it in my mouth and was like, "Oh, why do people do this?" and then never smoked for real ever. Her brother,
I told all my siblings that, so then they were like, well, why would he do that? Terrible.
yeah, so that was part of what gave me a bad rap was why would he do that? Why on earth would he do that? Good question. Why would I do that? I don't smoke. I have never smoked.
He also sat next to me, right?
And I sat next to her. This is the wild thing. People that were there added to it. They saw me. I was. Is that a hole? Oh, it's just an incline or a decline. Like they saw me, and they still believed him when he said he left to go smoke. What? What kind of self gaslighting are you doing?
This was the response I got when I asked if I didn't like him.
Yeah.
That's how I found out about it.
That was one of the responses that my wife got when she asked why they didn't like me. Um, Another one of the responses,
I wouldn't have even heard about it.
otherwise she wouldn't have heard about it, which is on par for generally how they inform her of anything. But um, but also remember how like I was tired and I was not super whatever about old Greg. Another one of their reasons for not liking me was the fact that I they showed me old Greg, and and I didn't think it was funny.
He just wanted to go to bed.
He just wanted to go to bed. That was one of their reasons for not liking me. Was this weird show at like 1 a.m. or something. It was at the a.m. and
And it was a Friday of a very long week.
that was also one of their things. So
They had some solid reasons there.
yeah, they're yeah. So there's that. So we're already on a bad foot. I have basically written them off at this point. But, you know, it's my wife's parents. I should try.
I was trying, so
I should try. I should whatever. They just need some more time. Okay. All right. All right. Just whatever. There were so many occasions of like trying to spend time with them and play games with them and bake things with them and things with them, and nothing ever changed. I became a Christian for them, for my wife, so that Phil would eventually say yes to me marrying her, which I was trying to do the quote unquote right thing and ask his permission to marry not him.
his blessing.
Okay, his blessing, which
Respect. We shouldn't have wasted our time.
yeah, we shouldn't have done that.
Because it took years.
It took years. It took years. It took me converting to Christianity, and
And finally being like, I guess.
and him being like whatever and all that, and like we shouldn't have, but I did that, and it's honestly one of the traumas in my life of having to do Christianity the way I did. The what?
Run the
Yeah. It was a great time. Met some nice people in one church that I went to. The others were terrible, but the one that I couldn't stay at was fine. Um, and so
In the process of us trying to get my parents on board,
yeah,
in the years it took, Noah met Caitlin, dated her, married her, had a child.
he didn't know her before we got started.
No.
I was not aware of this. Get this, chat. Get this. So I'm with this.
4 years younger than me. He did not have to wait for shit.
I am trying during the time of me trying to get a blessing on this marriage that I want to do. He met a girl. His brother, her brother met a girl.
The liar.
The liar met a girl,
Because I have 3 brothers.
and she's got 3 brothers. We're still talking about the same liar. I want this. The liar meets a girl, dates a girl, proposes to the girl, marries the girl, and has a kid with the girl,
Yeah.
and has a
They brought their son to our wedding.
and has a kid with the girl that they brought to the wedding we eventually had. He did all of this before I was given permission to marry my wife. He didn't have to ask. He didn't have to ask. He just went for it. He just did it. Continuing on. So, which by the way, part of my efforts of trying to be on better terms with my Phil and Mill is the Phil we had asked. It was my suggestion to have him officiate the wedding. He could do it officially, and it would have been nicer to have someone there, just someone who was going to be there anyway. We could rely on him, and really, we just had the one request of like, please keep it short. That's it. To this day, my Phil and Mill still don't like me. They still do not like me. And it's just in general, they just don't like me. There's not as far as I'm aware, they don't have reasons, and there's not really any more story. They just don't like me. So we're gonna talk about the rest of her family right now. So we've got one sister who we will not name, primarily because I have forgiven her about the things that she has done. So she has come around. One pattern that I've noticed with her family, with the exception of the Mill, all of the women, with the exception of one, besides the Mill, one sister, has come around, and we're all okay with each other. Like we have no problems. It is coincidentally when a lot of those they actually like me now. One of whom, which I will say, on the day of our wedding, she is helping my wife get ready, and maybe she was drunk or something. We don't know. Yeah.
She said that when we got engaged.
Oh, when we got engaged.
Yeah.
So she said when we got engaged that I am the kind of guy that what was the phrasing? You date him before the guy you marry. So like
I had become distanced enough at that point from wanting their approval that I just laughed at her.
oh, okay.
And like,
My
that's a stupid thing to say.
my wife was apparently distanced enough that it was like, wow, that was stupid, and laughed it off.
You said the quiet part out loud.
You said the quiet part out loud. Now, why do we forgive her? despite that she is a woman that has this opinion of me. Had. That is the key point. She had this opinion of me. Why would I forgive her? Well, there was one sister call that they all had together. And there's 6 of them. And they were chatting, and the ones that are married were griping about their husbands, we'll say shortcomings, or at least their recent shortcomings. They don't have a pattern of failure. Um, it was recent disappointments. And one thing, I'm gonna leave it like that. Recent disappointments in multiple areas. So I have a point of pride that when it comes to conversations involving complaining about husbands, my wife consistently, consistently has had nothing to contribute to that conversation besides condolences. Yes. For example, she was a part of a mom's group, and like the moms in the group are talking about things like how one husband did his first load of laundry today and other such nonsense. And my wife would come home complaining that she feels so awkward and left out because she can't contribute to the conversation. The only thing she can do is just be like, "Oh, that sucks." That's all she can do. And meanwhile, I just feel bad for everyone. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there like, "Yeah, that does sound like a bummer," and just secretly fist pumping and overtly fist pumping because heck yeah, because that's my goal. Because when we were having therapy, yeah, I'm sorry for your awkwardness, but also sorry not sorry. Um yeah, she wants to have at least one other person to have something to not say. So she's on this call with her sisters, and they're commiserating, and she can't contribute. And this sister that was like, "I'm the guy that you date before you find the guy you marry," she's the one that volunteers, and she has married the best husband. Like just out of pocket, just like she doesn't have anything to say about him. She clearly got the best husband. Just like, which really says something about her own marriage, but we don't need to go into that. But like, her marriage has improved. What's his face did, you know, figure out he figured it out. They're in England right now. That's unrelated to their marriage, but that's just update on their stuff. Um, but apparently her parents were very upset when they weren't going to be moving back to America because it's very unpatriotic that they wouldn't come back. When they moved there, they asked, "When are you going to move back?" And she said, "We're not going to. Why would we do that?" Which, to be fair, if you're making the move to another country for whatever your reason is, why would you just move back on a whim? That's so expensive to do in the first place. And she has kids in school there now. Like this, there's just so much. There's just so much. But it's just so unpatriotic of them. Like, how dare? Um, but yeah, so we forgive the sister because she called me the best husband in front of everyone, and everyone agreed. And I was like, yes, okay, cool, great. We're forgiven. You are forgiven. Um, we're yes. So So she is forgiven. Now, other sisters, I really don't have a problem with. I just needed more time to get to know them. But there was situations like this. We forgive the sisters, except for the one, um, due to the fact that they have, in a very blunt way, said, "My bad." Um, Now, it's important to keep in mind, at one point, when my wife was starting to distance herself from her parents and had made at one point a decision to cut off contact. Um, the parents, being who they are and wanting to do as is common for them, to sweep it under the rug and not fix anything, and instead basically ignore that it happened so that we can go back to how things were. Um, they were trying to push back on the fact that my wife wanted to have boundaries. And so they started to have a conversation, and they were asking, like, why? For what possible reason do you have that you need to do this? This is coming out of nowhere, they alleged.
My mom said that to me, and I saw red.
And my wife apparently heard that and was like, "Oh, really?" And so one of the things that she brought up, and at this point, my wife is over what happened in that first interaction
It's
between
been like 10 years.
yeah, because it's been like 10 years. Like she has moved on from how they acted when they first met me. And but if they need a reason why, she supplied that as a reason why. And she specifically mentioned, "Hey, despite all of that and the fact that that was messed up, y'all never said sorry." And the liar brother was instructed by the parents. He didn't say sorry, but he was instructed by the parents to say sorry. To which he did
He apologized
to my wife.
that I was upset.
And he specifically apologized that she was upset, which of course is the best apology to give. And
At that point, I was like, yeah, okay. This is
yeah, and so keep in mind, he apologized to her, not to me, not to me who was the target of his lies, but to my wife, who admittedly, yes, his lies contributed to her being viciously scolded for no discernible reason. But he didn't say anything to me. Now, granted, especially at this point, I don't want his apology. I don't want him to talk to me. I don't want him to say bless you if I sneeze. But he still has not said anything. And when my Mill and Phil were again still trying to sweep things under the rug, and they're going to say whatever so that my wife will say, like, okay, we can go back to how things were, because they have no interest in actually fixing things. They just want them to go away
things aren't wrong.
because nothing's actually wrong. My wife is being upset.
Difficult.
My wife is just being difficult, as they would say. Um, Being unreasonable. Maybe she's having her monthlies. I don't know, um, but
Attention.
she just wants attention, which is weird for, which is a weird thing to say as a parent about your child. You don't want to give attention to your child?
I mean, if
What?
they never gave really anybody enough attention.
Yeah. But then they also never apologized to me. Like
They didn't apologize to me either. They just didn't apologize.
they just didn't apologize. I thought they apologized to you. I thought it was like a half-hearted apology. No, okay, so they just
They're
didn't.
just like, no, I'll go over there and apologize.
Yeah,
I'm only
just
sorry I cut off contact.
liar brother, go over there and apologize. All right, we good now? Can we? You're gonna come over for Christmas despite being several states away? What? No. Why not? Why not?
This is coming out of nowhere.
This is coming out of nowhere. Don't give us emotional consequences. We don't want it. Um. So. So they've never apologized for any of the nonsense that they did. Ever. Um. To this day, they don't think they've done anything wrong.
Probably think we're still throwing a hissy fit or something.
Yeah, probably. So, I think there's only one other family member that I want to discuss before I do the latest atrocity that they've done. The latest one, by the way. The what?
The cake one?
The cake. The second latest atrocity that they've done. I was specifically talking about the degree thing, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so the sister. It is my wife's eldest sister. And just to specify, she is the only sister that I am not on good terms with, and it is because
She's on rough terms with most of us.
she is on rough terms with most people, and is mostly because of her husband and possibly her own political views. It's hard to say at this point, but there is, yeah, it's,
She does not have a good home life.
yeah. She doesn't appear to have a good home life, which I don't want to make that her fault, of course.
No, but it does make it difficult
Um,
to differentiate anything.
but at this point, it makes it very hard to be able to tell how much of this is you being at best a pill and how much of this is a reflection of the marriage that has, to everyone, warped dramatically. We don't know. We don't know. But I'm just going to leave it at that, and we're going to get to some nonsense. So, my son had his birthday. Specifically, his birthday was today, but we celebrated yesterday. He, in a gesture of him being a sweet boy, the sweet boy that he is, he wanted to do his birthday along with my wife celebrating Mother's Day. Double celebration. Perhaps he just wanted to have more presents on the table when we celebrated. I don't know, but that was his decision, unprompted. It wasn't even like a do you.
After going to bed to let us know.
He came back out that's what he wanted to do. And my wife made a cake, and it was an amazing cake. It was Zelda themed, and it was just a normal white cake, but it had like some homemade uh, gummies, homemade gummies that were molded and then cut in the shape of rupees. And we had green and red and blue, and they were pretty, and the whole thing was nice. And we had, oops, oh jeez, yeah, I know, but I'm trying to not die. And like the cake was just surrounded in these rupees, and it was very pretty. Like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of death following me. Shoot, okay, Sherry, help, help, Sherry. Help. Oh my goodness, there you are. Sorry, getting distracted by the murder. Oh, no, no, no. There we go. 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 Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Hang on, I'll get back to it in a minute. Okay. Now, the icing on the cake, so to speak, was a cake topper that was very pretty. I believe she got it off of Etsy, Amazon. That was basically the Zelda Z emblem symbol thing. Very, very with the Master Sword going through it, and it was very much in the style of Tears of the Kingdom, and it lit up. It was battery powered. It lit up, and we were able to just put it straight in the middle on top of the cake, and it looked good. It was so pretty. I can't believe I just did that. It was so pretty. My son loved it. I loved it. Everyone loved it. Oh, that I am so sorry, Sherry. Um,
Mill said it was amazing.
now the mill.
My mill, though.
My mother said it was amazing. Of course she did. My mother has good taste. Mostly good taste. We're not going to talk about my Phil, or whatever. I'm getting the acronyms messed up. We're not going to talk about my mother's husband. That's
Your aunt said, you know, you can't make normal birthday cakes from this point.
my aunt is also a fan. Now, the mill, however, her singular comment about the cake was, "It looks like."
First she said, what is it?
Second comment. First comment was, "What is it?" Second comment was, "It looks like it's Zelda's birthday." Which we have not responded to that because we don't know what to do with that. I don't.
And no one else seems to know what to do with
No one else also knows what to do about
it. My youngest sister.
the mill.
My youngest sister said, weird that you put Zelda on his cake and not Jesus.
That's right. My wife's youngest sister said,
She's in her 20s now.
who's in her 20s now, but she had made the sarcastic comment of, "Weird that you put Zelda on the cake and not Jesus," to make fun of her mother. Um,
Everyone was like,
Everyone approved of the comment. The sisters did, at least.
and Duncan.
Oh, and the good brother. There's only one good brother, just FYI. Um, the mill is just like that, and that was one recent atrocity. Oh, she didn't. She didn't even say happy birthday. She didn't even say happy birthday.
There were pictures of him blowing out the candle. They didn't say anything.
She,
Just wow.
yeah.
Did she
Anyway,
think that I made that for Mother's Day?
I don't know. I don't know what she thought.
I made a Mother's Day cake and had my oldest blow out the candles.
She may have thought it was for Mother's Day, but I highly doubt it. She clearly doesn't know when our son's birthday is.
It was directly a week before hers.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. She's not paying attention to other people anyway. So, here's the thing that ticks me off. That's embarrassing for her, and she should feel bad. But also, here's the most shameful thing that she has said recently. One of the Bad brothers.
Degree thing, that was my dad.
That was your dad. Okay. That was the thing the Mill said. Here's what the Phil said. Recently, one of my wife's brothers, one of the more insufferable ones, apparently he has been going to massage school, to be a massage therapist, which good for him, yada yada. I don't care about him, but yeah, you did a thing. So he graduated. He has a degree. He's an official massage therapist or something right now. Okay, cool, great. Phil's response to that in a family group chat, everyone sees this, was, and I quote, "Finally, someone has a useful degree." Let me run down all of the degrees that are in this family. There is more than one, and I've changed my mind. I'm not going to do it because there is no such thing as a useless degree. But I will point out that while it's not a quote-unquote degree, the the sister that I don't like very much is a graduated certified chef. She graduated culinary school with a, I believe, with a focus on French cuisine.
Yes.
So if you don't consider that to be a degree, then fine. I guess that's not a useful degree. I guess cooking is not a useful degree. We have,
What's useful about food?
we also have a sister who is a med tech. We have an accomplished photographer who has a degree in communications. Right? Communications? Yeah.
She's a teacher.
She's a teacher.
She has a teaching certificate. She's actively teaching elementary school kids.
Oh, she does the photography on the side, apparently. She's an elementary school teacher, so, a public hero, society's hero. Oh, sorry, a useless hero. She is a useless hero trying to educate the minds of the future. We have, uh, shoot, what other degrees have we got? We've got my wife's communications degree, who is my own personal hero. We've got
Also has a communications degree, and my mom is also a med tech. Like,
We've also got one sister who is an actor. She has a
she's a bachelor of fine arts.
she moved to New York to pursue art school. Not to pursue. She's in art school in New York.
She's in drama school.
She's very good. I like her comedy work more than her drama, but that's mostly because it makes me feel bad.
She's
Like,
very good.
she's very funny and she's very good.
She's too good at the drama.
She's too good at the drama, which is why I don't like going to her dramas. I don't like it. She's too good. I have told this to her so that
She really appreciated it too.
she apparently she appreciated it. I felt bad to say, "You're too good. Please stop inviting me." But apparently she felt good.
It's good.
She's good at what she does.
Yeah.
Like that cannot be overstated. She's good at what she does. But they're all useless degrees. They're all useless. They're useless. Oh, and the Phil basically said, not a doctor, or what was it? Not a lawyer or a mechanic, but we'll take it. What did your father say? It's like,
We haven't gotten a lawyer or a dentist out of the group, but I'll take a massage any day.
we haven't got a lawyer or a doctor out of the group, but I'll take a massage.
Specific.
A lawyer or a dentist out of the group, but I'll take a massage any day. Because,
Apparently that's what he needs is a lawyer.
he needs a lawyer and a dentist, but a massage is good too. But you know what? I think I think he might be a smidge disappointed in his children.
He's already made that very clear to me.
So,
Thank you. I'll just move on.
it looks like Sherry's done.
It's an interesting feeling knowing that you are a disappointment and that there is no way out of that.
My wife says it's interesting knowing that you are a disappointment and knowing there is no way out of that. Which mood? I can't relate to that. My parents actively love me. They love you too, though. So
Yeah, they do.
you can. That is the good news of our marriage. My wife's parents have failed her, but my parents are happy to step in and love her. We are. Hang on. Since Sherry is done with Helldivers, we are going to switch over to Pokemon and make my go live message correct. So let me switch Pokemon TCG not life, and then done. All right.
But I was explaining that my parents do not like you.
That was our therapist.
Was that?
Yes.
Oh,
So
yeah, she met you and was like, I don't understand.
thank you, Sherry. Thank you for joining me. I always enjoy playing with you, buddy. Um, so on the note of my ills being ill, um, there there was an occasion where I finally came out of the closet to my mother. Um, and part of that conversation was basically like I didn't know if my mother was in conversation with Phil and Mill. Apparently, she is not. Heck yeah. Good job, Mom. Once again, proving you have mostly good taste. So, but just in case, I was like, do you? I was like, okay, I just don't want you to tell them about this because, in general, I do not trust that my family would be safe if they knew. Um, so I'm basically just going to have my straight passing privilege and take advantage of that. Um, now, one thing uh, is when I explained to her why, I basically pointed out how they didn't like me. And my mom's face was shocked and confused, as if to say, why would someone not like you? Because again, my mom has good taste most of the time. When my my wife, another example of this, my wife and I were both going to therapy for a while. We have since quote unquote graduated. Effectively, we reached the point where our therapist was like, I think we're okay to allow you to try and take care of this on your own. To which we both to which we both said, "Yep, I agree." And of course, the usual of like, draw two cards. If you drew any cards, attach. Okay. To which we agreed, and that's where we are right now. Um, but one of the things that we mentioned was how, or my wife specifically mentioned to her, we both had the same therapist. She was seeing her first, specifically talking about me and her parents. And she brought up how her parents don't like me. And by this point, since we then had the same therapist, she was like, who wouldn't like him? He's so nice. To which my wife was like, yeah, I know. Which, by the way, all of these instances are just making me feel so good. I was like, I'm doing a good job. Yay. I got the she got the best husband. Um, but like at one point, which is funny, continuing to talk about our therapist for a moment, it was funny because at one point, our therapist was just wondering, like, do you just never, are you guys like somehow just magically never arguing about anything? Like, what's going on here? How? And then my wife brought up the notion of how she had been upset with me recently, and that's when she was like, "Ah, good. Finally." Like finally there's something there. And so she was like, "Okay, so what is it?" And it was that I was folding the laundry for her and she wanted to do it.
I didn't.
But
My favorite chore.
and it was her favorite chore, which I did not understand. See, here's the difficult, and I do it wrong apparently. See, here's the thing.
Do it, which is not my favorite chore.
So the situation was previously she had told me that she liked doing the laundry, except the way she phrased it was she didn't mind doing the laundry. To which I interpreted that as, well, she doesn't. I don't mind, vacuuming the floors. I don't like it. I just don't mind. So I'll do it. Whatever. I was expecting that same thing. Who enjoys the laundry? My wife, apparently. And because she finds it very satisfying. However, she finds it very unsatisfying the way I do it. Because not only do I do it wrong, but then because I've done it wrong, she needs to do it over, which is less satisfying. Significantly so. I agree with that point. That would be less satisfying. But we do have that issue of, I didn't realize you actually enjoyed it, which is still weird to me every now and then, but fine. So
I don't like putting it away.
she doesn't like putting it away, so I do that part. But, well, no, I do it.
I make the kids do their own.
Well, that doesn't count. So, why it's 40? Oh, because it's normally 20. Okay, that's why. So she talks about this with the therapist, and then that's like the thing that the therapist is able to talk about, like, all right, see, your marriage isn't 100% perfect, it's only 99% perfect, so there we go. And then we talked about it immediately, and now it's 100% perfect again, because we just talked about it immediately. We had a conversation. I apologized for not understanding, and she was like, it's fine. And I explained why I was confused, because you understand why I'm confused about it. Yeah, so she understands, and it was just the thing. I was like, okay.
Upset, which is why I didn't bring it up. I was just like, no. Mildly irritated.
You were just, yeah, but you kept being irritated.
Kept happening.
It kept happening. She wasn't super upset. She just kept getting irritated and just kept getting irritated because it kept happening because I kept doing the laundry,
But it didn't feel
but I
like
did it
a
wrong.
issue to be like, hey, stop.
Well, I hope you understand that, big enough issue or not, you need to tell me about it, because I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm going to do your laundry. Ooh, I'm folding it wrong somehow in a way you haven't explained to me yet. No, I'm not going to do it if you want to do it. I'm not doing I will put away the laundry. I'm not going to do it anymore. End of discussion of that. Um, but yeah, so that was that nonsense.
After all of the harsh reactions that you got from my family, having her just be like, who wouldn't like her?
Yeah. So it's,
Very satisfying.
yes, we were both very satisfied over the notion of people being baffled that they wouldn't like me. Oh, and on that topic, there, I believe it was before my wife and I met, that we had a coworker, who at one point, I've mentioned this before. I used to work at the dining hall, and of the university that I went to, and it's the end of the night. Everyone wants to go home, and at this particular station that I was working, me and the other person that I was working with at that station were cleaning the floors. This coworker at the time, saw us working together and started to get upset. Specifically, ooh, wait, no, we're gonna do this. um, Specifically because she was under the opinion that, why are you two doing this together? This should be done by one of you, and the other can go help other people. And at the time, she had just forgotten the notion of, if we do it together, we'll get done with this faster, and then we can both go help. Um, but basically, she told me off for working together about this, and because how dare I? And
Helpful person.
'Cause And so she's upset. And like a year later or something like that. I don't know. Oh wait, no, not even a year later. It's like a month later or something. She's having a conversation with one of her other coworkers, and she's bringing up the fact that she did chew me out a bit that one time, and she said that she felt bad because she chewed the two of us out. That coworker specifically said, "You should feel bad for chewing Mark out, not the other guy, but you should feel bad for chewing out Mark." I'm like, ah. When I found out about that, I was like, yeah, I'm doing good.
Like, Mark never does wrong.
Can y'all believe that I enjoy praise? Does this sound like a thing that I like being told I'm doing a good job?
Like, going from that,
From the people that matter, that is. What were you going to say?
you had that kind of reaction all the way up until you met my family, and then it was so drastically different.
Yeah, your family was a trip. Draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. If any of your Pokemon are knocked out, draw cards until you... Ah, gotcha, okay. That worked because my Pokemon got knocked out. Yeah, it was not a fun time. But anyway, that's the familial tea. So here is the reason. That is the very beginning and the very most recent. There is, of course, nonsense in the middle, but it's all the same general bland Lipton brand tea. Poorly steeped Lipton brand tea.
My mom got mad at me for not taking her wedding dress shopping.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll tell them. FYI, the mill got mad at Perfect Wife for the unforgivable crime. This match went really well. I'm happy with how this went. The crime of which was when it was time to do wedding dress shopping, my wife did not bring her mother with. Now, you may think, okay, that's reasonable. Moms like to go, be a part of the wedding dress shopping. And, even though we are 100% on the side of my wife, right? Right? Getting the band message ready, right? We're all on the side of my wife, right? We will accept it's a little reasonable to understand why the mom might be upset, right? Except my wife didn't do any shopping. She didn't go because she knew she wouldn't have liked any of the dresses that are in the store. She hates trying on dresses. She doesn't like the shopping experience. And she found the one she wanted online. So the only thing that she had to do was to get it fitted to her. All of which she does not need her mother for. Even if she wanted to do any of that with her. She didn't need mom for that. On top of that, not in the same state. Makes it a little difficult for this to not be insufferable. So, Mill continues her streak and just did not seem to care that my wife didn't just invite her to do pointless dress shopping. Excuse me, Mom. We're going to go dress shopping.
It came up again when my sister got married because she did do dress shopping.
Uh-huh.
Because my mom made such a stink about it. She organized a trip for everybody to be able to come. And my mom said something along the lines of, oh, because I missed out with Colleen. So I'm so glad I'm here for this.
So,
Because I had Henry and I was pregnant with Archer.
your mother is exhausting. Your mother is exhausting as a person. All right, so what happened was several years later, one of her sisters get married and is doing the dress shopping thing. And Mill's like, oh, I'm glad I get to do it this time. Missed out with wife. You know, she missed out on the dress shopping that didn't happen. Oh, sure, sure, Mill. Come on over. We'll do some dress shopping. Add to cart. Okay. It'll be here in a few weeks. All right, thanks for coming. Uh, thanks for flying because you had to fly out to get here. Enjoy your trip back. You scheduled that flight for same day, right? Yeah, all right. Make sure you stretch. Probably just should have FaceTimed it. Probably shouldn't have bothered. Probably should have popped your head out of your butt and realized it's not about you. It's not your day. It's not your day. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Tell you what, I did go dress shopping with her to get a dress for Zoe's wedding,
Uh-huh.
and I'm very glad that I did not have wedding dress shopping. I do not regret that decision at all.
I don't regret you not going either, but just on the principle.
Because that was an experience.
Yeah. Oh, boy. So anyway, that's my wife's family. For those of you that were not here at the beginning, the reason why we're talking about this, besides the fact that it's hot goss, it's lukewarm goss, is because my wife. So she's talked. Oh, why Charizard? Okay. My wife has talked about this with her therapist. She has talked about this with me. She has talked about this with other people. These are all people that are in her inner circle of life. And so she specifically wants an an outside opinion of
Granted, it will be very colored by your telling.
of just confirmation that yes,
This is insane.
this is awful. The people the people that quote unquote raised my wife are being terrible. And that quote unquote is on purpose, by the way. And we just want confirmation that yes, y'all agree this is messed up, right? Right? So I don't know how many people are still here. It doesn't really matter. Leave a comment in the resultant VOD. Let me know what you think. And then I will pass that along to her. What I will expect to be a correct opinion of, oh my God, WTF. I'm assuming that is going to be the case. If that is not the case, I'm very disappointed in you. Who am I going to bring out? It likely doesn't matter. Can we win? We'll do that, and then we'll do this, and then Tails. Do I have a basic left? Oh, I do. Against a fire type. Oh, wait, it's darkness. Heal 30 damage. Brigatito. That's all I can do because I do not have any grass energy. Yeah. Okay. What? Well, we don't smoke pot, so. All the more reason that you don't have any. Oh, wait, shoot. Are these? Wait, are these gonna give two? Oh, well,
I feel like I would if I didn't hate the smell of it.
fair enough. Alright, are you going to two prize cards? Well, that was a bad Pokemon choice to put out. Would have lasted an extra turn if I put out Florigato.
You live and you learn.
You live, you learn, you realize you're probably going to make the same mistake next time because it happened because you weren't paying attention. Drink some water, everyone. My throat hurts. So much drama. So much BS.
I was talking about the cake at the swim lesson with Ellie, Meg's mom, and
Yeah.
the girl at the desk. And
Ooh,
we
more
switched
stuff.
over to movies because Maggie was talking about Mulan. And
Ooh, 5 packs.
I mentioned that I was not really allowed to watch a lot of Disney growing up. And so the few that I did see as a child I really liked. There was a lot
Arbok.
of like anti-magic, but also
Iron
we own
Valiant.
Beauty and the Beast, which is pretty magical. So there's not really a lot of consistency across.
Your parents are idiots, that's why.
Like I don't know how they decided on what.
They didn't.
They definitely decided. There were decisions made, but the criteria unclear.
Bramblegast. Koraidon. Cottony. Roly-Coly. Great Tusk. Noctowl. Morty's convict. Ooh, full card art. I'm gonna look at that closer when I can. And then Roaring Moon, that thing that has been the bane of my existence in these games. Noctowl, Sizzlipede, Latias, Morty's Conviction, the less interesting version, Golett, and Miraidon. Hey, we got one for each. Last pack, we've got Torracat, we've got Chargebug, Rabska, Salvatore, Dunsparce, Millmetal. Ooh, very shiny. Alright, I'm looking at. Where's that? Where's Morty? Oh my gosh, why is the scroll like that? Oh, I already had this. Alright, I'll take bonus. Alright. Look at that. Shiny, full card art. Gengar is being very curious about this Pidgey. This is pretty. Also, Morty's cute. Alright. Moving on. We did. And it's so nice, the dailies. There are less dailies, but Pokemon dailies are actually doable. I can actually. Oh, shoot. I'm supposed to be in bed. Yeah. My alarm didn't go off.
When I was in the kitchen, it said 9:20, so I didn't realize 20 minutes already.
I didn't even notice the alarm not going off. Which I guess is kind of the whole point of it not going off. Alright, last match. And then we're going to rate out to whomever. Who is out? Who's up? I'm going to send the you up text. Oh, no. Dang it. Alright.
I hope it's clear why we had to wait for the kids to be in bed for this conversation.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Anyway, that's the reason why we had to wait. We couldn't talk about this immediately because even though I don't feel comfortable with the Mill and Phil ever being around my children for an extended period of time, especially by themselves, they do still know who they are, and also I don't know if this early in their life is the best time for them to just start hating their grandparents next year, but not this year. We'll see. Well, for my oldest, I'll start breeding the hate in him next year. No, I'll wait until he's double digits. So when he turns 10, then I will start telling him the truth about his.
Maybe when they start asking, how come we never see them?
Oh, that's a good point. How come when they start asking, why do we never see them? And then we'll explain why. Because my mother visits every now and then, and when
She's pretty consistent about it.
she's been able to visit roughly once a year, twice a year on special occasions. Um, they like my mom.
They love her. Let's be real. They love her.
Would it be revealing too much if I shared the story of her name, saying what?
Oh, yeah, no, before.
Yeah. Okay. So so you know how grandmothers, in-laws, or your relatives in general, you might refer to by some sort of cutesy name. Like my grandfather, we called Pappy. My or the Phil is referred to as G Daddy. The Mill is referred to as Grammy because they already had grandkids and already um, picked out those names. Um, my sisters also have names occasionally, um, but my mother. So when I was having my first, she got all excited about her grandmother name that she would be doing, um, because it's her first grandkid, and she was ready to go. She wanted to be Grammy. Oh, that's already picked though. Um, so she couldn't be Grammy anymore. Sorry, and she got. So we told her. Okay, that ended. This. No. Okay, one more so I can tell this story, and then we're done with the Pokemon. Okay, that was a practice round. Um, so okay, Ma, you gotta pick a new name. If you want to have a cutesy name, you gotta pick a new name. Um, and you gotta do it soon.
Involve myself in this ultimatum. That was all you.
That is true. That was my bad. Not my bad. I like how it turned out. But that was my decision. You gotta pick something because wife is very pregnant,
We need a name.
and we need a name. We need something to call you. But my mother just couldn't think of anything, and so like
She
to
liked
help,
the way that they all sounded old.
they all sound old. Like yes, you're a grandmother now, of course. So I threatened her, and I'm gonna call it a threat. I threatened her if you don't if you don't pick something, you're gonna be Grandma No Name. Grandma No Name. And she's like, oh, I don't want that. And I was like, okay, you better pick something then. She never picked something. She never picked something. So when she met her first grandchild and she still hadn't picked something, I said, hey, buddy, here's your grandma. Grandma No Name. And then she still didn't pick anything, and it stuck. She is now Grandma No Name, and
Grandma NN.
and she signs things Grandma NN. It is the official grandma name now,
They all call her that.
and they all call her that. All three of them. I mean, like the other two definitely by now because the oldest is calling her that. She's Grandma No Name now, and I try to say it quick, like it is a proper name, Grandma No Name, as opposed to No Name.
They've never asked.
No, they've Henry, like one of them has asked.
Didn't ask me.
Asked me, and it's funny, and
Your dad never picked, so we just went with Grandpa.
it's true. But my eldest did ask at one point, why is her name Grandma No Name? Like, well, your grandma dragged her feet, so she doesn't have a name. So that is her name. Is that really her name? No, her real name is blah, but she didn't pick. It's Mom. Her real name is Mom, but she didn't pick a grandma name. So now her name is Grandma No Name. And it's funny. It is objectively funny.
And she goes with it, so
And she goes with it now. If she hated it, I would let her pick something else. But
anything.
at this point, she's just going with it. And she has never picked anything.
She has embraced it.
So you know what? I'm sorry, Grandma No Name, but you're Grandma No Name forever now. And if you don't like it, too bad. It's funny. Too bad.
I feel like she's embraced it.
Oh yeah, no, she's definitely embraced it by this point.
It's very unique.
It's unique. It doesn't sound old as her concern was,
I
but
did think Granny sounded way too old.
of course, yeah, Granny is old. I don't. That's the name the first grandmother had.
I know my mom was like, I want to be Grammy. I was like, really? And she's like, that's what I call my grandma.
VMAX. Oh, jeez.
Back up the hostility over there.
But yeah,
One grandparent, and I called her grandma. That's it. That's all I got.
I don't even remember my grandmother. We we had a special name for her. I don't. Yeah, but I don't remember what the name was. See, the problem is, oh yeah, that's it. We called her Mima, but I forgot that we called her that because we only saw her like once every 3 years or something because we lived consistently so far away, and
Like sometimes countries away.
yeah, sometimes countries away. So like finally when we would visit, like I would need something from her and it was like, oh no, what's her name? I don't remember. I can't ask her what her name is. That's embarrassing because I was a child at the time. It's like I can't do that. So perfect strategy. Just listen for what other people call her. Fun fact, adults generally don't refer to the grandmother by the cutesy grandma name. So I used her first name. It didn't sound like a first name to me though. So, yeah, I didn't know that.
I mean, it's not really a first name. It's
Well,
also not really her first name, so
it's not?
it's a nickname that her dad gave her.
Well, shoot, I didn't know that. I thought that was her name.
Steph gave me the lowdown when we were visiting.
She has never told me that. How are you getting more information? Okay, that is my fault. I assumed it was real. I assumed that the adults calling her by this name, everyone, literally everyone.
Probably share because they're not going to know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. So apparently the name that apparently my grandmother's name being Dolly, because I didn't know that was a real name. I had never heard of Dolly Parton. Like apparently that's not actually her real name. So me as a child calling her by this adult nickname because I didn't know that her grandma name was Mima. Being a kid, everyone being a kid is rough. Go easy on kids. I know it looks like it's all. Oh shoot, I gotta pick something. I know it looks like it's all fun and games, because it is. But like,
As an adult coming into the family, was never introduced to her as Mima. They all called her Grandma Dolly.
you see, that's what I did because that's the only name I could remember of her. Do I have more than one? I don't.
So the first time I heard you refer to Mima, I was like, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Mima. She be mean and mine.
I still
Yeah.
get calls from her every now and then, but she does not know how to use her phone.
Well, she do be old. Ooh.
Her husband's name is Slats.
Yeah, her husband. Okay, so her name is Dolly, allegedly, and her husband's name is Slats.
They're both nicknames.
They're both nicknames.
Both nicknames. You're just now finding this out?
Yes. I thought his name was actually Slats. I thought it was terrible.
No.
Who names their kid Slats? What kind of hateful parent does this?
That's very cowboy.
It strikes me as an abusive name. It's like,
Nah, they're nicknames.
now I know.
Steph said her dad called her Dolly because she looked like a little doll when she was dressed up in a little dress.
Well, that's adorable, but
Yes. And she just liked it. She stuck with it. They called her Dolly.
I just. Why did no one tell me?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you asked. Okay, you asked, and that's how you found out, and that's great. I'm gonna open up my mic a little bit more so people can hopefully hear you a bit more. Okay, so you asked. Okay, so that's how you know
I asked her aunt. Yes.
because you had the critical thinking skills to think maybe these aren't real names. Are these really their real names? We do have Dolly Parton, but slats, like, but like wooden slats on a house. Is that a real name? Apparently no.
I didn't
But
ask
see,
about slats. I just
oh, it
realized
was just part
immediately
of.
that was not his real name. And
Oh,
it
you
wasn't
realized
words.
immediately.
Yes.
Meanwhile, me taking things at face value, trusting that adults aren't lying to me.
Well, you've seen where I come from.
Stop discarding my stuff. I need all of those.
I don't come from that trusting family environment. Sorry.
I look. You're forgiven because that is traumatic, but like, how much have they thrown away of my stuff?
Also,
Oh
my
my
grandmother,
goodness, I needed that and that.
she changed her entire name.
Your grandmother changed her whole name?
Yeah.
Why?
When she divorced my dad's dad,
Oh, okay.
she
That's
was
fair.
able to change her name. She just changed the whole thing.
That's fair. Screw that man. I'm out of here.
But also, her parents were alive, and she changed her last name to something completely different.
Okay,
She
that
was like,
that makes
forget
it
all of you.
complicated. I'm abandoning my family too. Abandoning his family, abandoning him for sure, and I'm
She-
abandoning my family.
She was the only one with that last name, because my dad and his brother did not pick the same last name.
Well, shoot.
Like, names are interesting.
Names are complicated. All right, we're gonna put Florigato on that, and then we're gonna put. No, we're not putting that on anything.
And my dad and his brother both picked names based on rock stars, so, you know.
Sure. Okay. Oh wait, we can do this from here. Put 3 damage counters on anyone. Not that it matters very much, but sure. Alright, flip a coin. Give me something good. I guess that's good.
In fairness, her name was Phyllis.
Phyllis.
Yes, she changed that. She did not like her name.
Eh,
And
it's
her dad was
fair.
abusive, so I do not blame her for getting rid of that last name.
Yeah. Separate yourself from the abuser. Alright. No, that's not who I. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna lose. No, pick one energy. There's only one energy to pick.
Her efforts to get away from her husband, though, have made it very hard to trace my roots on that side of the family.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. I cannot find that man.
Well, it'd be like that.
I don't want to, like, really find it. I just want information.
I need to know.
I wanted to.
Wanted to know. Uh, just end me. Just do it. What are you doing? Choose 3 of your bench Pokemon for each of those Pokemon. Search your deck for basic energy and attach it to that Pokemon. You're just loading. Oh, and it's an attack. Well, shoot. Alright. Dang. Choosing strongest one I got. Alright, so we are going to do that. We are also going to get an energy, do this. And this would knock out the Charmander. Except I did it wrong.
Remember,
Alright.
I went through that whole trying to separate my life from my parents thing.
Yeah, you were trying to put up barriers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boundaries.
After
Right, you were being unreasonable and
Yeah.
childish. Yeah,
They blamed it on you.
they blamed it on me.
Because of Mark. Obviously, if I had to blame it on you, I would not have these crazy ideas.
Sure, I'll take credit for ruining your relationship with your parents. That's fine.
They're blaming you, so
Anyway, yeah. High five, babe.
yeah.
Oh.
You gotta blame somebody.
Yeah. It can't be them. But I'll blame them for the fact that I just lost this card game. Your parents suck.
No argument.
Yes, my grass deck was playing against a fire deck, but
Do you wanna tell them how I found out that my parents were moving?
what didn't you find out like when it happened?
I got a job. It starts next month. We're moving this week. It's not impressive.
Chat, I don't have time to go through this anymore. I got to go to bed, but like just keep in mind my Phil and Mill are
They're wild.
they're there are a lot of adjectives and none of them are positive. All right, chat. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Not that one. Not that one. That one. Please do give your opinion in the VOD. My wife actively wants to know.
I want opinions.
Keep in mind that if your opinion is negative towards her in any capacity, you are dead to me, and I will do anything in my power to block you from my life. As evidenced by the fact that no evidence needed. Just
I mean, no, you're Mill and Phil.
oh yeah, you will be the next Mill and Phil. You will be the chatter in the band chatter. The band. I'll figure out a name for you. Anyway, that's the raid message. We out of here. Where's who? Yeah, there's your lukewarm tea. Let's see. Who do we want to raid into? We want to raid into I don't know you people. Do I want to raid into someone I don't know very well, but I like them? Not right now, no. Alright. We are going to. You know what? Alright. We are going to raid into featured anime podcast. Do you hear that? That's them talking. If you don't hear it, this is going to be really weird that I'm bringing it up. Where is my. There it is. Raid. I'm following. Where is featured anime podcast? There we go. Maybe one of these days I'll feel bold enough to raid into someone that I don't know. But away we go. I love you, chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I love you. I appreciate the time that you spent here, and thank you for letting me rant at you about the terrible people in my life. Have a good night.
Okay. But at the same time, if you think about it, didn't they claim that the Dragon Lady was an S-rank adventurer as well during her attack?
What?
In her backstory.